Hi there, this is Tim Augustine, author of How Hard You Knocking, Landing a Job in a Rebounding Economy. I'm also an alumni brother of Delta Sigma Pi, and lead season is finally upon us. I'm actually delivering a keynote speech later this fall called Leading in a Room Full of Leaders. And the idea of my keynote is really figuring out a way to differentiate yourself, land that first impression. And what I wanted to do is provide a short video that'll provide some tips for you to items to bring to lead events, ways to conduct yourself, and ways to maximize your time and land that first impression with brothers you meet this fall. The first thing to think about is a 30-second commercial. When you meet somebody, you're going to have about 30 seconds to really break the ice, is to get your point across and introduce yourself. So have a 30-second commercial ready. What's your name, what's your major, what's your school, and who are the top 5 firms that you'd like to work for. Now, granted, you may not have time to get in all 5 firms, but a sample of a 30-second commercial might be something like, my name is Tim Augustine, I'm a graduate from Northwestern University. My background's in marketing and sales, and I'm very interested in technology marketing and technology firms. Some of the firms I'm really interested in is LinkedIn, Google, Apple, things of that nature. So that would be a perfect example of a 30-second commercial. It's just short and sweet and get your point across. The second thing to think about is bring some copies of your resume. Bring about 5 to 10 copies of your resume that you can provide to employers, to alumni, to partners of Delta Sigma Pi. Remember that your resume shouldn't be a generic resume, not a vanilla resume. Employers will take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes to review your resume. So it needs to be pointed, it needs to be result-oriented, it needs to sell yourself and really differentiate you in a tough competitive job market. So bring that resume with you and have it in your portfolio at the event and the entire event. Number 3 is bring business cards. Have business cards printed up with your name, your major. If you want to put your address, put your email address. If you want to have the crest of the university on the business card, that is completely fine. But have a business card just in case you meet somebody in an elevator or you have a good conversation over dinner and you don't have your resume with you. You can pull out your business card and keep in touch. For me, when I get a business card from a student or from a colleague, after the conversation, I typically take that business card, flip it over, and I'll write a few notes that will jog my memory in case I want to reach out to you in a few months. I'll remember our conversation, and the email might be a little more warm because I can reference some of those comments. Number 4 is appearance. Dress for success. You have approximately 7 seconds to land a first impression. People will look at your dress, if your clothes are wrinkled, if your clothes are pressed, if your shoes match your belt, if your tie is a double Windsor or a single Windsor knot, if it's a double-breasted suit or a single-breasted suit, if you bottom the last button. There's little tips about appearance, and every little tip matters. Every little detail matters. Dress up for lead and land that first impression. You don't have to wear a suit everywhere you go, but dress professionally. And when you leave that hotel room, remember that people are going to be judging you when they meet you. So you want to look the best, you want to be the best, you want to feel the best. And I feel like when you're more dressed up, when you feel more professional, you will speak more eloquently, more professional, more confident. So think about the attire that you bring to lead and what you're going to represent yourself as with that attire. The last thing to think about is punctuality. Be on time. The opening session starts at 8:30 and keynotes come on right after that. So be there, support the university, support the chapter during roll call, and most importantly, have a great time this lead season. Be safe, have a great time. I hope these tips helped. If you do want to reach out to me, feel free to email me at tim@succeedfaster.com. I look forward to seeing everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.